What if it takes any tips? That's wonderful. So they remake my werewolf movie. They'll use a robot lawnmower probably. A lot of them. I like the riding lawnmowers. But anyway, that's what I was going to use in the werewolf film, but I don't know about the robot one. It's like they're tearing up this street. I think handbills is also pamphlets. City of Coppell. So when they say no handbills, they probably mean no pamphlets, or no literature, is what they're saying. So they don't want soliciting of any literature or drop-offs of. Ooh, this doesn't look good at all. We're gonna try to go down this way. Hand like a bill, like no money at that place. Because hand bills, I never really figured that one out. But no soliciting, no hand bills is what they say. Boy, these guys are rolling right here. They're rolling the dirt. Let's see if I can go back this way right here, so I don't have to go back through here. Yeah, my second wife and I, well, I guess Angel and I, we. Oh, it's a bunny. Boy, he's frozen though. They do. They get real still. They hopefully for camouflage. Yeah, there he goes. He heard me talking. Made him nervous. Anyway, Angel and I lived in a place where we had a house, and we had a little lot that was like this. You could drive down the backside. That's usually how we got home. We went through this little lot, then we could park where the house was. It's very common in Irving, Coppell, things like that. These little backlot things right here. It's kind of California in a way, a little bit. City of Coppell. I probably can go straight and it'll lead me to one of the main roads, so I don't have to go back down that way. We used to get like, oh crap. Dallas, they have real good timing here. They're real good timers. Let's see if he gets the message. Nah, he's not getting any message. It looks like he's just obstructing completely. Yeah, he's finally moving forward, this one. Probably just a timing issue. And we used to get Burger King and or something to eat, and we'd go have food in our house. This guy would come walking up, like looking at people's yards. I always thought it was kind of a weird thing, because it'd be like I guess it was part of his jogging path or something. And he'd just come walking along, and then he would just like look. These are all private though. These fences are private, so you can't see them. But ours was a chain link fence, so you could see right in. So we were sitting there eating our Long John Silver's or Burger King or whatever we'd buy for that day. This guy would walk by, some black dude, and he just kind of peek in, through the chain link fence. It's kind of Boo Radley kind of thing. Sandy Knoll is right here, so I ended up on Sandy Knoll. And I don't know if I called the police or not. He would be there all the time though. He would get, oh wow, check it out. That's a robot lawnmower. That is great. Oh, handbills. Oh, okay. They're talking about literature. I see. So no soliciting of literature. That's what that probably would be more clear. They said literature. Yee yee. Got some black lady in there throwing a fit. I asked her for a receipt. She said, you can come in the morning, get the receipt. She couldn't get a receipt to me. I don't know why, but... US 377 is kind of it's kind of middle ground. But I tell you what, man, these people in Dallas and Texas, they've got real good timing. Because let me tell you something, it's about oil and military and real estate. It's not about filmmaking here. But Richard Linklater was one of the filmmakers. Richard Linklater was one of the filmmakers that was able to make one of the greatest independent films, Slacker. Okay, so it's a struggle here because of where the care is put, right? Hollywood is slowly diminishing because of YouTube and because of Amazon and Video Prime and things. So it's real hard because they hyper don't care. You know, when you don't care and then you hyper don't care, meaning it makes them real mad because when they wake up in the morning, they don't do it. They don't turn their cameras on in the morning. Very rarely do they ever turn their cameras on. Mine's on all the time, right? So I'm one of probably 2 or 3 filmmakers in Texas. Terrence Malick also was from Texas too. So some of our best filmmakers are actually from Texas. So they put in the app, it was ready for pickup for the customer, but I don't know. I just kind of sitting here. They said, well, it'll be 15 minutes. We don't have that. And they said something like, it sounded like in Spanish or something, or I don't know what it was. I barely could understand it, but I'm going to keep checking back every 7 minutes. That flower right there looks really cool. I didn't get any more weird messages from, like in Spanish. Use the word chivas or something. I got a few of those last night. And then some guy calling and leaving voicemails about a goat on Craigslist. So I didn't get any messages for those, but I had to put them on what I call a C block. Basically blocking them, making a contact and then block. C for contact, block, get it, C block. That's cool though, the license plate says info and then FEC, but underneath it says established in 1845. So I guess 1836 was Alamo, and eventually Texas, I guess, became part of the United States in 1845, it looks like. There's one of my pen names, Ash. Isn't that something? Oh, hi. You got Popeyes? All right, so I am on a 6-foot rule. So I'm gonna place your food right here on this table. You enjoy. That's a pretty cool one right there. Classic pickup truck. Made by the company. F-150 is the model. So y'all know that company. Someone is wearing champagne toast. I think that's what my high school sweetheart wore. I asked her, I said, what kind of perfume are you wearing? She said, champagne toast. Take a note of that. What's amazing about Elliott Smith is how independent he was. And these kind of people just kind of got together to record his stuff nearly like in a basement. But his mixing and his music, especially his vocals, were far better than probably almost any band since maybe Pink Floyd. Especially the vocals, and then mixing in the guitar, the way that he did it was pretty much like no other musician. And whoever was behind mixing those albums were probably the genius of the music industry, or at least they are now. But it's amazing. Not a single note was ever dropped, and everything is crystal clear. I mean, Elliott Smith was dedicated. He was a very dedicated musician, but why the level of sound was so perfect and crystal. You know, David Bowie, Pink Floyd, only bands like that can really compete. If maybe even some of Elliott Smith's stuff's even mixed probably a little bit better than those guys ever was, really. So you got a cop about a mile this way, right by the medical. And then Baylor Medical's this way. You got another cop set up right there. So you got two of them, 2 speed traps within about maybe 300 yards. Yeah, because the other one he's got his speed gun, his little radar gun outside of his car, laser or whatever it is they have. The other one's right there, right past Whitechapel. So you've got 2 of them. And they are getting there, whatever they have to get. I don't know if it's quota or whatever. The other one's set up about half a mile apart, maybe less. A few hundred yards apart, really. Yeah, we got big time sports cars. Yeah, this is another one he got right there. There's all sports cars that come out of there flying down here, like going, I don't know, like 90, sometimes 100 miles per hour. Calf right there. A couple of them. Oh, you get food? Oh, hey, wait. Yeah, pretty nice guy. In Homewood Sweet, he kept the 6 feet and everything. Just having to place it on the table. Cool looking guy, like red hair, about the size of, Jordan the Lion, but more red hair, kind of carrot top looking guy. Pretty cool though, right in this little hill, wood, whatever it is, whatever that was. That's right next to a medical center. Home something Suites, right over that way. You can see some of it. Anyway, it's some hotel or whatever. Got some black lady in there throwing a fit. I asked her for a receipt. She said, you can come in the morning, get the receipt. She couldn't get a receipt to me. I don't know why, but wait a second. Got some black lady in there throwing a fit. I asked her for a receipt. She said, you can come in the morning, get the receipt. She couldn't get a receipt to me. I don't know why, but I'd say that racetrack over there, I've had about maybe 10 or 11 different times where they would not put the gas in the vehicle. They just you just pay them. I just pay them cash right then. Still, the gas wouldn't go in. Finally, she got the pump working. But there's been maybe 10 times where the money has gone back onto my card because I don't know. It's something weird with that gas station, that racetrack. Anyway, we're gonna check out the homicide board. And I got some nuts here. And I got some of this stuff right here, which is the Arizona tea. And there is the homicide board. We're gonna see who's on it today, if anybody. Advertised by Zero Energy. QT's advertising. Got ourselves some Arizona tea today again. One of my favorites. Don't know why, it just has energy. And some munchies. That's what we're doing today. Arizona and munchies.
Oh, the gas was in there. I didn't think they were gonna give me the gas. That's what I was flipping out about. They didn't give it to me.
I think one of the best Elliott Smith songs is on Figure 8. Everything reminds me of her. By far, I think that's one of the best songs he's ever done. So it looks like we're headed to Grapevine, Texas, one of the homes of Post Malone, and we're gonna pick up some Nashville chicken. So, food to go. So this Nashville hot chicken is in a place called Brick House Tavern. It's one of those ones where they change the name around in the app. You know, kind of like how Chili's does it too. They say, just a pasta, or whatever, you know. Brick House Tavern does the same. So they call it Nashville chicken. You're like, well, where's Nashville chicken? Then you read in the small print, it's in Brick House Tavern Tap.